we are back with more Sunkenland. So today's ramble, I think games today focus way too heavily on graphics. That's right. I know it's a pretty unpopular opinion, but personally, I just think that too many games these days are just focusing too heavily on graphics. Down to the point where it's actually, you know, kind of... Well, it's getting down to... Crab. Come here, you. It's getting down to the point where, you know, PCs and games consoles, and everything these days just kind of needs... I don't know. It just needs too much, is what I'm trying to say. It's like, you have to be able to purchase these really high-end PCs to even play all these games on graphics so high. Like, I get that, you know, if that's what people want to play for, or pay for, then let people pay for it. You know, they do them. You know, you do you and all that jazz. But at the same time, I just feel like it's focusing too heavily on them. Down to the point where it's just getting to be, well, you know, it's just too much. No, I want to drink. There you go. Can I eat? Yep. Okay, great. I think right now I kind of want to explore over there. See what's over there. Map? Maybe I want to see what's down on the bottom right. Actually, no. I want to go to the island. Screw it. We're going to the island. But yeah, I think that games are just focusing too heavily on graphics, and it's getting to be a problem. Like, you take a look at any game these days, and you'll notice... Unknown ruins? Ooh. And you'll see that it takes them years now to make a simple game anymore. I get that, you know, sometimes these games, you know, we kind of have to advance in a way to, like, sort of, you know, like, we're gonna advance with some things, sure. But I feel like some game companies are just, they're pushing it too much now. Down to the point where they even question, man, how are these indie games doing so much better than us? This is so weird and so stupid. How do they do better than us? Well, I don't know, genius. Why don't you go ahead and try to figure that out? Maybe it's because they actually focus on the gameplay itself, rather than, you know, focusing on all these graphics that really just kind of make no sense whatsoever. You know, you got, you know, you can't... So when it comes down to making games, what's that? What is that? Ooh. So when it comes down to making games, you have to worry about a few things, like meshing. You have to worry about things, you know, clipping into each other, into the point where it's actually kind of gross. You know, people don't want to see things meshing into each other because then it just kind of looks weird, and people don't really like that. And I can understand, because it doesn't make much sense, and it just kind of looks generally weird. But at the same time, I just feel like we're focusing too heavily on graphics now, to the point it's detrimental. Don't get me wrong, my PC can handle it, but I just don't really think that, you know, that we should have to have an ultra now, a high, medium, and low. But the fact that we have to have an ultra now is just, it's just insane. And I just don't think that we really should be focusing so heavily on graphics now. But don't get me wrong. Again, my PC can handle it, but it's like, I shouldn't have to be forced now to have to continually upgrade this thing to the point it basically needs a nuclear power plant just to be able to run some game. You know, I'd be fine with just some console, and I'm happy with it. You know, I'm not gonna be like, you know, PC Master Race, you know. Because honestly, people like that, honestly, go screw yourself. You probably spent, like, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000 on some dumb PC that you're probably just gonna have to toss later. Maybe like 6 years later, and it's like you're gonna have to toss this thing, or at least just take the parts out and upgrade them. And by the way, you're paying the same exact price, if not higher, for one piece of equipment for this PC that you just basically, you know, that you basically paid for 6 years ago. And then you're gonna have to do the same thing. Whereas I could just purchase, like, say, you know, I could just use, like, I don't know, $500 to go buy a PlayStation 5, and it's basically good up until the end of the, well, up until PlayStation 6 comes out. You know, but again, it really just comes down to really boils down to a point where it's just getting ridiculous. And I think what's even more ridiculous is people who think, okay, well, this game has to run on 180 FPS, or it's a trash game. Honestly, you are someone who focuses way too heavily on graphics, and honestly, it's really going to show. A vault. Gimme! Ooh. Improved grill. Gimme! Oh, let me see. Inventory improved. Improved grill. Yay! Faster cooking, saving wood, more charcoal. Whoa. Radio. I click to place it. It's a decoration. Quite valuable. Selling to traders might yield a significant profit. Breechcloth pants. I mean, now I can stop running around in my underpants. Let's see. Broken Vest 3 Forest. Yeah. Okay. What a name for it. But I see... Are those marlins? Oh, but there's a shark over there. Is that a shark? No, these are marlins. I need to kill marlins. They give me food and a material. There's a shark over there. Come here, marlin. It's probably not wise to make these things bleed, considering that there's a shark over there and these things can smell blood from miles off. Okay, we got large fish meat. Oh, drowning. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So, it's leaving me alone. Come here. Come here. Come here. There. Phew. But, yeah, I just feel like in some form or way we just need to take a step back and focus actually on the gameplay itself rather than being like, okay, ooh, a wallet? I mean, I don't know what's in the wallet, but, you know, someone lost it somewhere along the lines, but it's mine now. Let's see, right-click to place it. I'm good. But, yeah, we just need to take a step back and just, you know, kind of focus on the gameplay itself rather than just the graphics, and it just really goes to show. Like, oh god, what's a good game for an example? Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I thought it was a pretty nice game, pretty good, but one good example was, Twilight Princess. I'm sure we all remember Twilight Princess, right? But the problem about that was, it was basically a Zelda game that just basically was this great graphics push, but a mobile phone? Mobile phone? Oh, I want that. Gimme. What can I toss for it? Oh, I don't want to toss anything for it. Scrap metal's pretty much the whole reason I came out here. Charcoal. I can get more charcoal later. Where did I even get that charcoal from? That's a pretty good question. Like, you take Twilight Princess, for example. A game, it was basically a great big jump in comparison to previous, you know, Zelda games in terms of graphics. Like, it went from, what was it, Wind Waker to Twilight Princess, and then you notice quite the significant change in it. And don't get me wrong, I like the aesthetics of it, but it was just too short. It was really short, especially for a Zelda game. You had, like, what, 6 dungeons? That was it. You're done. But then you got, like, something like Skyward... No, not Skyward Sword. I hated that one. In a sense, that is, in a sense. Because, you know, Fee was so annoying. Like, she was worse than Navi. And it takes a lot to do that. She was actually worse. And it takes a lot to do that. And she found a way to be worse. Wood. I need it. Wood. Oh my... Crab! Gimme. Crab! Oh, that's not a crab. That's it. That's wood. Gimme. Mine. Woo. Mine. 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 Woo. Wait. How much inventory space? Mine. Mine. But yeah, it just felt like it was just, I don't know. It's just, we need to take a step back here and stop focusing so heavily on graphics and actual gameplay itself. Like, we got Dragon's Dogma 2 on the horizon, and I have seen the trailers for it, and it looks pretty good. But, you know, my question is, how well will it run on PC now? Because, obviously, you know, when it comes down to it, they're going to have to do some optimizations here. Which, you know, that's kind of normal, that's kind of natural. You know, it really comes down to a point, you know, where these are just some oversights we just didn't see ahead of time, in which case that's fine and dandy and all. In which case, you know, quite valuable. Selling to vendors. Ooh. Value is 1,000? 200. Oh, so I guess I should just put these over here. Value is... I guess these people are willing to pay this much for just some dumb stuff. I'm fine with this. Okay, give me the components. Give me the leather. Let's see. Let's take some wood. Take some scrap so we can start... let's see what we... I don't really have much cloth, do I? No. Well, screw it. Let's research the components. Let's research the axe. Let's see, crude axe. Oh, but that requires a crude axe. Okay. Let's see, crude axe. Make it. Oh, but it needs a rope. You know, I just... whatever, I just have an upgraded axe anyway, so that's what I needed. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, well, I need 2 rope for the diving fins. Why is there so much need for rope? I don't have any... Ooh, fishing bait at least. Well, I guess we can probably just put the strawberries in here, put the fishing bait in here. We got crab meat. We got shrooms. What can I do again? Paddle boat. Driven by oars. I don't really have much for oars, do I? Warm jacket. Leather armor. What else can I do with leather? I don't really have hide. Well, screw it. Let's just shove the rest of it into a chest and move on. But as I was saying, we're really just kind of bottlenecking when it comes down to graphics, because now it's just whatever whatever, you know, AAA game company these days kind of wants to, you know, no, put it in, yes, just wants to keep pushing how much, you know, they can do before it just becomes too much. Like, you take, for example, Helldivers 2. I can't imagine how much time it must have taken to not only animate all those things, but to also take the time to just say, you know, make the game itself. Which is why I really think that we really need to take a step back. Probably a very unpopular opinion, I know, but that's just how I feel. But you take simple games like, you know, you take simple games like Undertale, for example, and how well that's sold. And, you know, everyone's like, wow, what a great game, what a great story. That's what makes a game. The gameplay and the story. Not this, you know, man, let's just see how aesthetically pleasing we can make a game before everyone finally decides this is garbage. We make the games look good, but then it just... everyone's like, okay, well, this game is actually garbage, so you guys need to do something about this. I probably need to build some walls here. Do something. Store the food can. And that. rather bold to be walking around without any water, or rather any food, but, you know, I'm sure that won't be a problem. Right? I'm sure it won't be a problem. Wait, that's what I needed to make. That's what I needed to make. That's what I needed the components for. Components. Inventory. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Handcrafted air tank. That's what I needed. The question is, how many can I put on? Oh, just the one. The most rudimentary oxygen cylinder made from scrap iron. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. And then we put that in there, put that in there, and then, you know what, screw it. I don't use the binoculars. Screw it. God, I really want to kill those burbs for some food. Because they're looking pretty delicious. Alright. Let's try. It's weird. 64. Ah, come on. Get out of here. Die. Take all. Red algae. Hey! Get out. Shoo. Red algae. Red algae. Oh, okay. Oh, well. Thankfully, these guys dropped me some red algae. Gimme! And then research. Cool. So we definitely need to start getting into number 2 here, which is going to take wood, rubber, components, and scrap metal. A lot of rubber, though. A lot of rubber. Sheesh. The nerve of these mutants these days. Ooh, crap. Come here, you. Food. Okay, I'll go put that back in. So now it really comes down to a point where we have to start questioning how these indie game developers are doing so well. Well, obviously they don't have like this huge few $1 million budgets, you know, multi-million dollar budgets for, you know, all the graphics that they would want, they would like. But instead they make up for that with some pretty good games. Like, you know, take Enshrouded, for example. You know, I don't know anyone who doesn't like Enshrouded. Or couldn't like it. Oh, wow. That thing is actually such a piece of crap. Is that no, Marlins. Marlins. I have an idea, though. I need to take this thing off because I can survive without it. But I need... Well, I mean, I say I can survive without it, but I'm probably going to need it for these. District 43. So then, how do I 100% the location? Get over here! Come here. I'm hungry. I need... Swim up. I need an island to raid. That looks like an island I can raid. But yeah, you take simple games like that, and everyone loves it. You know, they sell millions of copies easily. But gotcha. And gonna get you. Gotcha. Come here. Come here. Damn it. Gotcha. You know, they can sell real easily. And they're simple games that most PCs can pretty much handle. You know, they're really easy to handle. But then you've got like these great big games that just require so much space and so much, you know, computer's energy or whatever the hell it is, or, you know, requirements. And it just comes down to a point where, you know, you guys want to be able to sell the game, but you make it look like crap in order for these older PCs to handle. So really, maybe focus on the gameplay itself rather than, you know, just this, that, and the other. And I'm pretty sure it'll sell even better. Sure, you know, the budget may not be super amazing for the graphics, but I just don't think that, you know, you guys really... Can I break this? No. Break. There we go. I mean, you take this game, for example. Sure, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, But I think it's pretty nice. I think it's pretty neat. I think it's really nice, to be honest. Because now, I can actually just play some simple game, ramble on, do whatever I want. And, you know, this game does a pretty good job at keeping me occupied in several methods, while at the same time, I just do whatever I want. I mean, look at this game. And yes, you can actually play it online with your friends and such, and it's like, okay, well, that's great. But I think another thing that's really missing these days is offline gameplay, or rather, not offline, but rather, oh god, what's it, like LAN mode. You know, whatever happened to multiplayer that you can just simply play with someone else, like split screen and stuff. That's what's really missing now. And, you know, we just need to take a step back. Rather than just trying to move everything forward, otherwise we're just going to have some huge problems here. Scrap metal, scrap metal, scrap metal, scrap metal. Need more scrap metal. How long have I been recording? Wow, 21 minutes already? Sheesh. It's almost 22. Oh, wow. I mean, time can really just fly when you're just rambling on. But, I mean, that's kind of what we just, you know, that's what we do. This game really knows how to pass the time, I gotta be honest here. District 43. Let me go ahead and put that on, because I kind of need to... Cloth. Need cloth. Anything down here? Yes. Cloth, 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 cloth. Give me all the cloth. Okay, get up, get up, get up, get up! Freezing, stay near fire. I know I'm freezing. What is happening there? Oh. Wait, where's my... Okay, I need to do something about that. Can I place a marker? I don't think I can place a marker. That's dumb. I want to be able to place a marker. Well, I guess we'll just go back to the island and cut it there. But yeah, personally, I just think that we need to take a step back and just kind of focus on actual gameplay rather than just graphics. Because otherwise, the game is just going to turn out to be garbage if you just... Or they mostly just turn out to be garbage. Sure, you're killing some great big badass monster. But, you know, if it's not very fun to kill it, or fight it, or do whatever, then it's not really very fun. Well, I'll just do some boring base stuff, and then we'll just, you know, we'll cut it there. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. You know, see you all next time. Bye.